one I want to give to you now. Job 31:35. Job 31:35. I have been talking about the plans of God for your life. Now look at the plan of the enemy for your life. Look at the enemy also have written his own volume for your life. This is why you must rise up and pray. Rise up and pray. Can you read with me? This is Job. Job suffered so much. The good plan of God for Job was the plan of prosperity. Job was so prosperous by the plan of God that, in short, his prosperity made news. Before you know it, the book that the enemy have written, the volume that the enemy have written, now begin to manifest in the life of Job. And it began to swallow up the plan of God in the life of Job. Let us read it and see Job crying out. You better cry out your own today. Can we read? 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, that one would hear me. I want somebody to hear my matter. I want somebody to give ear to my issue, to my matter, to the things going on in my life. What did he say again? Behold, my desire is that the Almighty will do what? Will answer me today. What is your desire? May the Almighty answer you today. May the Almighty answer you today. Why is he crying? Why is he crying to the Almighty? Let us continue to read. And that my adversary, who is your adversary? And that my adversary have what? Had written a book. My enemy have written a book. I want to ask you, what do you think will be inside the book that your enemy writes? If your enemy sit down now and want to write a book concerning your life, what to do in your life, how to handle you, what do you think will be in that book? Job said, my enemy have written a book. Now let me tell you some of the things. Job traced it out that his business that was destroyed, it was written in the book of the enemy. Job traced it out that his children that died in one day was written in the book of the enemy. Job traced it out that he himself that was smitten with disease, with affliction, and he began to use potsherd to scrape his skin to the extent that the wife said, curse God and die. It was written in the book of the enemy. Listen to me. The book of the enemy is a book of miseries, sorrow, bitterness. And it looked like this book of the enemy began to swallow up the plan of God, the volume of God concerning Job's life. That's why you are going to pray. So many people today, they are living in frustration and confusion. Why? Because the enemy, the plan of the enemy is swallowing up the plan of God concerning their life. You are going to pray at the top of your voice. If this is the explanation we used to pray today and we stop, it's enough for me. God have good plans for me. I know that. God have good plans. God have written something. Even the things God has for me, they have not entered into the thoughts of man. Imagination of man cannot conceive them. But my enemy have written a book. You are going to shout at the top of your voice. Say, my Father, my Father.
My Father, my Father.
Don't allow the plan of my enemy to swallow up your plan for my life. Prayer in the name of Jesus. My Father, my Father, don't allow the plan of the enemy to swallow up your plan in my life. My Father, my Father, don't allow the plan of the enemy to swallow up your plan in my life. Jehovah, don't allow the plan of the wicked to swallow up your plan in my life. Jesus, Jesus,
swallow your blood in my life, oh Lord. Oh God, my Father, Lord. The blood of the enemy, oh Lord. You don't swallow your blood in my life, oh Lord. The blood of the enemy, oh Lord. You don't swallow your blood of the enemy, oh Lord. The blood of the enemy, oh Lord. Don't forsake my life, oh Lord.
Jesus!
Oh God, my Father. Oh God, my Father. Oh God, my Father. Oh God, my Father. For my rescue. God for my rescue. God for my rescue. Jesus! Lord, deliver me from the place of fear. Oh Lord, deliver me.
My Father!
Oh God, deliver me. Lord, deliver me. Lord, deliver me. Lord, deliver me.
In Jesus' name we pray. Say, every plan of the wicked against my glory be aborted by fire. Prayer in the name of Jesus.
Every plan of the enemy over my life be aborted, be aborted, be aborted, be aborted.
Every plan
Be aborted by fire. Be aborted by fire.
Against my life, against my glory, be aborted by fire. Be aborted by fire.
Be aborted by fire. Be aborted by fire. Be aborted by fire. Be aborted by fire. Be aborted by fire. Be aborted by
Every plan of the wicked
by fire. Be aborted
every plan of the wicked
by fire. Be aborted
against my life,
be aborted by fire.
be aborted by fire.
Over my life. Every plan of
Be aborted by fire.
every plan of hell over my ministry, I command you in the name of Jesus. Be aborted by fire. Be aborted by fire. Be aborted by fire. Be aborted by fire. Be aborted by fire.
Yes,
By fire.
yes,
By fire.
talk to God.
Fire. Be aborted
Talk to God.
Be aborted by fire.
Talk to God.
Aborted by fire.
Be aborted. Fire, 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 fire,
You get blessed of my enemy. You get blessed of the marine. You get blessed of witchcraft over my level. Be aborted. Be aborted. Be aborted. Be aborted. Be aborted. Be aborted. Be aborted by fire. 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 By fire.
in Jesus' name we pray. Say, every evil book, evil program, evil script. You know a script, what we call book, those people who do play, when they write a play, they call it a script. Do you know that those who write the play, they are not the people who act it? Most of the time, they are not a part of it at all. They write the script for others to act. You are going to pray. Every script the wicked have written for me to act. Some people, their life is just following what the enemy have written for them. Their life is just following the script that the wicked have written for them. They are acting what the enemy of their soul have designed for them. The program of hell is what they are running, not the program of heaven, of God. You are going to pray. Every evil book, evil script, evil program my enemy have written for my life, have written for my family, in the name of Jesus, I set you on fire. Job said, my enemy have written a book. Oh God, answer me. My enemy have written a book. Oh God, answer me. Say, every evil book, evil script, evil program, the enemy have written for my life and my family, be consumed by fire. Prayer in the name of Jesus. Every evil book, every evil script the enemy have written for my life, be consumed by fire. Be consumed by fire. Be consumed by fire. Every evil book